Hi, welcome back to IELTS Master. This is video number 5 already. Again, we will be taking a look at reading. But before we start, see the picture. Well, in this picture, what do you see? There's a little baby. He's looking at a computer. And the topic for today's reading is gonna be youth. Are you young? Are you full of energy? Are you a teenager or are you an adult? Well, youth. It's such a nice word. It implies lots of power, right? We're young people. We can do everything. We can change the world. So, I don't know. That depends on the reading text. But for content, we are going to find the way to identify relevant sections and a summary with word list. The task that we do today is a summary that has a word list. There are some words to help you to put in the blanks for the summary. But before we do the summary, we're going to find the parts of the section that has the information that we need. So for example, very simple right now. I have this little summary and some of the words below. You will use these words together with the reading text to put into the blanks. Okay, very simple, isn't it? It sounds easy. But they never give you a summary of the whole passage. They give you a summary of a small part of the passage or a big part of the passage. That depends. The problem is you have to know which sections of the passage contains the information that you need. And so how do we know that? We know this first by taking a look at the summary and to identify the first and the last point. We're going to try to frame the information. We need a frame. We need to cover it, right? We need to find the border of the information. So the summary starts with young people aged 8 to 18, and then it ends with on young people studies and work. So these are the key terms that will help you find the information. Right now, this is the whole passage that you have. I want you to take a look and find which paragraphs will contain the information of the summary. Here we go. Alright, you must have seen the answer for yourself. So we can see that the age between 8 and 18 is somewhere in the first paragraph. And in the fourth paragraph, we have something about affecting the university and then in the workplace, right? Studies and work, age 8 to 18. So all of your information will be inside these 4 paragraphs. First thing that we do is to try to identify the relevant sections, to pinpoint the information. Where is it? Frame it, right? You gotta border it. That's it, that's the point, that's the spirit. Now we're going to do a little practice with question 1 and 2 and the passage below. We have 4 words. I want you to read very quickly and fill in the blanks. Now, here we go. Alright, let's say this together. According to the text, number 1, young people aged 8 and 19 are wasting blah 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 of time. Something that goes with time. If you look at the passage, where is your information? Here, considerable amount of their time. Is that right? Considerable amount of their time. And so what is your answer? Your answer is going to be significant amount. That means considerable amount. True. If you continue to look, you're going to see that for number 2, longer if they did the same task. You look for the same task. and you will see that your information is somewhere near the end. The same task, one after another. And one after another means in sequence. One after another. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That means in sequence, in an order. Alright. So again, when you got a summary with word list, the words in the list will not be the same as the words you see in the passage. You have to try to find the synonyms or a word that can be used to replace it. Let's continue with the next one. Question 3 and 4, 4 words and the passage below. Here we go. Now, let's see the answer together. Firstly, for number 3, we are looking for something like a larger and larger array of something as they study. So we see that a larger array, you can guess the meaning of this. It means something like a group, right? An array of a group, and as they study. So when you read the text, you see that your information is located here. Have a larger number of electronic devices as they study. Your answer will be electronic gizmos. Maybe you don't know what it means, but you have to be able to find it because it's the only one that matches with electronic devices. Very simple. For number 4. Now, while surfing the net, sending something, answering the phone, and listening to music simultaneously, so we need to find what they send. What do they send? It says very clearly in the message, in the passage, that they send emails. And the one word that can be used to replace emails is messages. That's your answer to number 4. Easy, right? Next one. Number 5, 4 words and the passage below. Alright, now let's see. For number 5, look at the question first. Studies have shown that this, something, I don't know what it is affecting the way families operate. So something that's affecting families. We'll look at the text. Research indicates that this multitasking is even affecting the way families themselves function. So what's the word? It's multitasking. This multitasking is affecting. There's only one word that can be used to replace multitasking, and it is behavior. Exactly, right. This multitasking, this behavior, that's what you are looking for, right? Again, in the summary, you're going to look for a word that means the same, a synonym, or a word that can be used to replace it. We don't see the same words from the summary and the same word from the passage. And now continue with number 6 and 7, 4 words and the passage below. Go. Alright, let's see this together. For number 6, we see that the electronic blah 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 is also apparently having a blah 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 on young children studies and work. So we are looking for something that is having a something on studies and work. Look at the passage. You will see that your information is located here. All of this electronic wizardry is supposed to seriously affecting people's performance at university and in the workplace. That means studies and work. So electronic wizardry. What's the word that can be used to replace it? There is only one. Revolution. Wizardry, revolution. Now, again, remember these are not synonyms. but the word revolution can be used to replace wizardry in the sense of the text, right? Sometimes you don't find a synonym, but you find an alternative word. And for number 7, seriously affecting. And seriously affecting means a good effect or a bad effect. Of course, that means a negative impact on student or young people's studies and work. That's it. Too easy, I think. Then, in this short video, we have been discussing how to identify the relevant sections and how to do the summary with a word list. Again, I would like you to remember that when you do a summary with a word list, you won't see the same words in the list as in the passage. They use synonyms or they use an alternative terms that can be a substitute for the words in the summary. And before you start looking for the answers, you gotta try to identify the relevant section or to border, to frame, to locate your information by looking at the first key items in the summary and the last key items in the summary. That's it. Review this video, do the exercises that follow in order to enhance your ability to deal with the summaries with word list. Thank you very much. We have just been reading about youth in this video number 5. I look forward to seeing you in video number 6. We will continue to talk about reading. Bye-bye.